Hello and welcome to the video number 4. My name is Maxim from Reify Academy, and today we're going to look at how to handle errors manually with Dark. Dark handles errors automatically. If you write like an HTTP request like this, so this is just the HTTP client get, and I've mistyped the URL, so it should be todos, and I'm intentionally mistyped. It gives us this error rail thing. This is automatic handling. We're going to look at it in the next video. I want to show you first how to do the manual handling, because I found myself, you kind of need to do manual handling anyway. There's no way around it. But the automatic handling is useful there when you're just starting to write. But let's decipher the magic first before we see how the magic works. So when you have this function with this error rail, you cannot handle it. You cannot do anything because this function is handled automatically. So what we need to do is to bring up the command palette and take the function off rail. And now if I run this again, you'll notice a small difference that now there's no error rail anymore. There's this error object. And actually if I run this thing here, we get an error object here, which we probably want to give to our users. What we can do with the error object like this is we can match on it. Match is similar to case in languages like Elm, and I believe in Haskell it's something like case too. It allows you to, based on the type, do different cases. So if we say match data, then we can say, okay, so we have an error type there, and if it's an error, it's like error message, whatever the message there is, we can actually see what this error thing is. As you can see here, I'm just typing it. So let's say we want to give them maybe only the code. We don't want to give anything else. And maybe we want to say, yeah, maybe just that. So now we get 4.4, which is not very handy, but so let's say if we fix this, so we actually get todos here, and we run this again, you'll see we get OK. So sometimes it's easier to see what it is, so then we can type OK. Keep in mind that this might be changed in the final version. The team said they might be doing switch to options or results for both of this. So these keywords might change, but you can kind of see it with just exploration on what kind of object is returned, and then figure out how to handle it. So this is the when everything is fine and we get the body. I come in and rename it body. And we need to do the body, I think. And is this an array already? Yeah, so this is the dictionary which we can get the. So you can either, whenever you have a dictionary, we'll just like return a body here, so we don't need to bother with. Yeah. So now it just returns the whole JSON object. So essentially, this is handling gracefully. If external API returns some kind of error, we just return the code to user, or we can write some kind of messaging here. The same same kind of error handling needs to be done for a number of other functions. One of the ones which I've used the most is dict-get, which is a dictionary extraction function. So for example, you're trying to get an object, so we have an object and we're trying to get a key from a dictionary, and this key doesn't exist, we get an error rail. Same exact way, we press Alt X, we take the function off rail, then we can rerun this to see what it's like. Now it is nothing, and as soon as it is nothing, I can rub this in let. So this is our maybe value, and then we can do the match on it. So we can say that if maybe value, it's essentially like saying, so if you like having from languages where there's no pattern matching, it would be essentially like saying if type of this is an error, or if a type of this is an object. The languages, functional languages usually allow you to do it in an easier way. So this one returns to us nothing. So in case of nothing, we can say no key found. And when we have, I believe it's a just, it is sometimes difficult with, so with a match, confusingly, you need to actually press enter in the first first character, not in the last one. Like in the object, you press enter here, and in this one, you press enter here. Those are rough edges of the alpha editor, hoping they get removed by the time you get this version. So if we change this to name again, so we can see what it's like, now it gives us just, and just is the wrapper around, so we can just get the value, and then we can just return this value. So if we go and try to use the other error, we get the pizza place, and if we type something which doesn't exist, we get no key found. So every time you see a function and you're not sure what is happening and why, like automatic one will actually give you not found, so this will just return not found. And if you're not sure about what's happening, just hover over it and you can see that it's error rail, and most of the time you would need to handle it. It's just a question of do you want to handle it now or later. So in the next video we'll look at how the automatic handling works. It is quite buggy at the moment. I'm not sure is it going to be in the final implementation. That's why I put it for later, because the manual one will definitely be something you need to be aware of how to handle it and how to work with it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.